what's up? This is Brother Nature, and welcome to my massage. Yeah. I'm originally from New York City, but I was raised in Texas. You may know me from my videos online, from playing with deer and all animals all over the world. But I originally got into feeding animals when I first moved to my dad's house out in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. So my first ever deer encounter was one summer day. I was playing 2K. And I remember I beat my cousin, and I walked outside the house. I was feeling hella good. And when I walked outside the house, on the grass, I seen a little deer that looked just like this. And she was looking at me like, what's up? So then my cousin, he came out the house with a piece of bread and started hand feeding her. And I remember I was just so mind boggled. So we fed that deer for about an hour until I went to my house. So I remember I pulled up to the crib. And as I looked into the driveway, I seen a big old buck in that backyard. And a buck is a deer that looks just like this. It's a male deer with antlers. So I ran inside the house. I grabbed the first snacks that I could see, and I ran to my backyard. But then I remember I calmed down, and I pulled out a little apple, and I threw it to the buck. The apple hit the buck's hoof. He sniffed it a little bit, took a bite, waggled his tail, then we locked eyes, and I knew that we was homies. Yeah, y'all, so this right here, this my boy Money. Y'all see my boy Money, man. This Money's first ASMR. I feel like the reason why people really gravitated towards my videos and they went so viral is because it was organic. I ain't really dry, and I feel like people could really relate to it. I was just outside, feeding a deer, making them my friends, treating them like my homies, making sure that everybody eats. And I feel like people really just rock with that. So originally, why I said everybody eats was because this is Money, and Money was my first homeboy. Then Money spread the message across all the woods, and his whole family came looking for some food. So I had to make sure that they all eat, because that's just what we do. So this right here is Money. He first came. Then throughout the week, his baby mama came through. So that's baby mama right there. Once baby mama came, she had to make sure that the little babies had to eat. So that's when I came out with the strawberries. And I had to make sure that the whole family eat. That's where everybody eats originally comes from. But I'm gonna show y'all right here. Y'all see this little doe right here? This kinda a lot of savage, man. Cause as you can see, she is not average, man. This little toy right here, she thick. Just like Canela. Ain't that right, Canela? But yeah, man. This right here is a little deer family. This is exactly how they look every time you walk outside my house. So since we first initially created the Deer Squad, since then I've been able to travel all over the world and work with all different types of animals. So I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of the animals that I've worked with in the past. Y'all see this right here? This is a little giraffe. And a lot of people don't know that right now, giraffes are a highly endangered species. So last year, I was contacted by the Uganda Wildlife Organization to help partner with the Giraffe Conservation Organization. And we went over to Uganda and we translocated over 15 giraffes to a place where they've been extinct for over 40 years in order for them to repopulate and keep the giraffe species going. So throughout that process, we had to go out into the bush and go out there with dart guns and dart the giraffes, put anesthesia on them, then we tied them up, roughed them up, put them onto trailers, and then we took them into a boma. And what a boma is, it's just like a place where you can hold all the giraffes that are captive that we're gonna translocate. So that was something pretty cool that I've done so far since being a deer. Save the giraffes, man. Also, Another animal that I've had an encounter with is a lion. Back in November 2018 for Thanksgiving, I partnered with an organization called VetPaw that helps the conservation of rhinos. But they also stayed out in the bush and they had 2 captive lions that lived on the property. So at night, while I was sleeping in my bunk, I could hear the lions roar at night. They would just roar like I forgot how lions make their noises. It's been a long time since I've been out there in the bush. But I could definitely hear the lions roar. So yes, I've also had lion encounters. Sometimes you just gotta rub objects when you feel a little bit of pressure. You can just soothe out and pop out. And this right here, y'all, is a cow. For the past 2 or 3 years, I stopped eating red meat because one day I visited this sanctuary called the Farm Sanctuary. And I met this cow. His name was Bruno. And he had the saddest look in his eyes. Like, bruh, don't eat me. So ever since that day, when I learned about what goes in the farming industry and how these cows get slaughtered, I haven't ate red meat. And it's also not good for you. So I want to give a big thank you to Bruno for changing my life and stopping me from eating red meat. Also, my grandma loves cows. So animals have for sure changed my life dramatically. I honestly owe it all to the animals because ever since my first overseas travel to South Africa in 2018, within now, in that year I've been able to travel to over 20 countries all over the world, being able to see different cultures, visit different animals, and just see parts of life that I never thought I'd ever see in my life. So I want to give a big thank you to Mani, Canela, Tequila, the whole Deer Squad, and everybody that's ever supported me. Now we're gonna play with some kinetic sand. This is the first time I ever played with kinetic sand. Let me see how it sounds next to the mic. You can't hear it. I really don't even know what you're supposed to do with kinetic sand, so I'm just gonna grab this little dolphin or shark right here. Oh, it's a shark. I'm just gonna make a shark out of this kinetic sand because I honestly don't even know what you're supposed to do with kinetic sand. I never had kinetic sand growing up. It's one of those things I always used to see in commercials, but I could just never get. The only thing I've ever been able to get that I've seen on TV was some moon shoes, but never kinetic sand. So I'm gonna show y'all my little shark. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know I may seem fearless in a lot of the videos that I make, but I still have a slight fear of sharks. Although sharks, they're technically not dangerous, the odds of you getting bit by a shark are very, very, very minimal. I'm still afraid of when I go out there and swim with sharks, just because I can never tell what they up to. I can't sense their next move. Yeah. Y'all want to look at my shark? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I'm going to show y'all my little shark, man. This is my first time playing with kinetic sand, making a shark, and doing ASMR. Like some ice cream. That thing look like some ice cream right there. What's up, little deer family? Y'all want some ice cream? What's up, little Bambi? You want some ice cream, bro? Canelita, you want some ice cream, Canelita? Thank you give. Thank you for the ice cream. No problem, Carmelita. You know I got you, girl. I feel like the most thing that I've learned in 2020 is to stay resilient. Because, they had us locked down for a long time. And, it's easy to just get caught up in our heads and, not see our friends and stuff. But you gotta stay resilient. You gotta stay down. You gotta stay focused. And stay with the plan. I think the most difficult thing of 2020 was at first not seeing my friends. But I'm grateful for 2020 because it made me a lot closer to my family. So thank you, 2020. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, y'all. So what I got coming up next is the Brother Nature Takes America tour, where I visit some of the most major cities in America, national parks, while doing charitable aspects along the way. Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Brother Nature.